Team Sonic Racing is a decent arcade racer with a very unique gameplay mechanic involving teamwork, something we haven't seen since Sonic Heroes and Crash Nitro Kart. While it does stand apart from Sega All-Stars Racing and All-Stars Racing Transformed with its cutscene-laced adventure mode, mod pods, and a few unique tracks, it is the weakest of the trilogy of Sonic races from Sumo Digital. Its design doesn't have the same flair or imagination of its predecessors, and seems to have the need to reuse the same tracks from Sega All-Stars and All-Stars Transformed. We all know Whale Lagoon, we all know Ocean Palace, especially since in Transformed, it terraformed into a boat race on its third lap. The tracks that are new are all indeed imaginative: Planet Wisp, some form of a track based on the Shiverburn Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy, and an additional casino stage because why not? The problem is that these tracks are mostly flat and relies heavily on its graphical aesthetic rather than anything else. The Planet Wisp track especially, since it showcases Mother Wisp, someone you haven't seen since Sonic Colors on the DS. Besides its graphical showcase, nothing really stands out in most of its new tracks. A few ramps here, some Mario Kart 8 anti-grav racing there. Sky Road is probably the best it has to offer with its great leaps and perilous track design. Like any other racing game, it is robust with content such as the single player mode, which is similar to the career mode in All-Stars Racing Transformed. There's also Grand Prix, Time Trial and Single Race, which all have the option to play these races in teams or standard, allowing you to essentially play the game without relying on your teammates, even online where you can show off your own skills. The problem there is that this game loses a lot of its unique identity and becomes a bog standard kart racer similar to the first game. The teamwork gimmick is very unique. In teams of 3, when you or your team are in the lead, you give off a yellow line, which you can ride upon giving you a speed boost. With this, you can either skin boost or slingshot in order to speed up and push each other to the finish line, all to come in first, second and third in order to get the most points for the easy win. So if you are a dick and you leave the team behind as you snatch the top spot, you will lose the race because you are a selfish prick and let your team down. The team gimmick also extends to the items, as you can actually send and receive items from your teammates, plus certain items can only appear if you exchange. Doing all of this will fill the ultimate meter, which gives you and your teammates an ultimate speed boost, which is essentially the power star from Mario Kart. From completing all these races and challenges in single player and even the Grand Prix, you are awarded tokens that you can use to purchase mod pods. This is not a loot box. This is what actual games should have when rewarding players. An in-game currency, something that you can actually spend in-game and not have to spend real-world money on to acquire. Every 10 tokens gives you a pod that can hold a single mod piece that you can swap in and out on your car, which can enhance or de-enhance its stats as a speed boost or handling of your vehicle while also looking cool. If luck is not in your favour, you'll get a boost item to use during a race, or a decal or horn to equip to make your character's vehicle more unique. You'll have noticed I'm not really talking about the story, and that's because the story is completely uninteresting and I never really got that involved with it. But maybe because I didn't realise I was skipping the story by pressing the wrong button, thus skipping the cutscenes for 1/3 of the story. Why would hitting A skip the story, Sumo? Why do I have to hit the Y button? But whatever, some tanuki called Dorompa gives out invitations to our heroes to race for him with his new cars and uses these races to collect data on their driving and teamwork for the ultimate energy engine. That's about it. Also Zavok's there. So aside from the 15 Sonic characters, or specifically 8 characters who did not appear in All-Stars, and a few in-game tracks, mod pods and a teamwork mechanic, nothing about Team Sonic Racing makes it worth getting, other than it being a Sonic title and the latest in the line of Sega racing games. It's good, don't get me wrong, it just doesn't have the same staying power as its predecessors, or even any competitor. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is better, and Crash Team Racing looks to fill that nostalgia that we all miss. Even as I write this, I've barely been able to muster up the want to even play the game. Fans and racing enthusiasts will get a kick out of it, but play All-Stars Racing Transformed instead. I rate this game 6.5 out of 10.